There, Aries. Welcome to my channel. This is Yetta Pearl. I'm so glad that you've decided to join me today. So this is your angel reading for July 19 through 25, 2021. Shocking that we're already at that point in the year. So I'm so glad, like I said, I'm so glad that you've joined me. So when you find things in this reading that resonate with you, I hope that you would hit the like button or leave a comment or subscribe, something like that. I appreciate it very much. I'm trying to grow this channel, and so I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and I really hope that you're also having a lot of fun hearing your messages. So this is a general reading. Well, hang on. This one, okay. This is a general reading, and as such, not quite all parts of it are going to resonate with you, probably. But leave the parts that don't. Take the parts that do. It just means that those other parts are for somebody else. It's all good. And so here we have these beautiful cards coming out, getting ready. One more card that we want, angels. What is it that you want to tell our beautiful Aries for their reading for this week, July 19 through 25? Amazing messages have been coming through for all the signs this week, and I've been so enjoying this. Okay, so let's see what we're got going on here. Okay, so it sounds like you've got some beginnings happening. So this talks about the end of a cycle in your life, and so there is something definitely coming to an end. It feels like you're embracing that. It feels like a good thing. You're ready. You're ready for that to come to an end. And so it feels like something you've been working towards for quite a while. Maybe you're finishing school. Maybe you're done a job that you didn't enjoy anymore. Maybe you're moving to a different house and the old one was no longer serving you. That's the reason you went looking for a new one. You know, whatever it is in your life, it's a beautiful time. They're saying to try not to rush through this, to try and get it so that you are savoring all these last moments in the old thing, knowing full well that it's just about over, right? Try to just appreciate it. So even if some of you can't quite bring yourself to really love it, or savor it because you're ready for it to be over, being aware that it is the ending of it brings a little bit of a bittersweet to it, right? But so that they are saying that to appreciate everything that has brought you to this point, even though you're so ready for this to be over, it's been a nice time getting there, right? Everything that happened along the way had to happen. It had to bring you to this point. You have grown so much. And that's partly why you're eager to be finished this, because they're showing me that some of you, you're looking back to kind of the beginning of this portion, and it's like you're embarrassed a little bit about how you used to be. None of that, they say. Just stop it, because you had to. Like this, that's who you were. And look at all the beautiful progress and things you've learned and the stuff you've done from then until now to get you into this current person who you are. And you had to do all those things to get here. You had to be at that beginning point in order to grow and get here. So trying to switch that from that embarrassment or even shame, in some of you it's shame, trying to switch that into acceptance of how you were and how your life was before you took yourself in hand, basically, right? And be proud. Be proud. You have done amazing work within yourself to get you to here. And so now this aspect, this course of events is pretty much over. And yes, you can be glad that it's over, but you can also be thankful for all of it that did happen. And that's what they want to point out to you. It's amazing. Everything happens in divine timing, right? So part of you is kind of, it feels like part of you is kind of feeling like you wish you could have done this, years ago. No, you couldn't have. You didn't know enough then. It just would not have worked. You probably had opportunities at the time, but they could not have worked. You could not have done them because you didn't know how to do them. You also didn't have the characteristics for creating that or for learning that or getting it done. So, everything happens on purpose and is perfect timing. It could not have happened earlier. It also cannot happen later. Right? So, well, okay, they're kind of correcting that. If you have resistance within you, it is possible for you to delay it. For it to take longer to get to you. But in general, things come exactly when they're supposed to. And so it appears that this is a time of study for you. So it does feel like some of you just finished school. And so your angels are saying, yes, so now the formal education part is finished. So now you can really start learning. Is what they're saying. How does that sound to you, right? and so they're saying that not to discourage you, but to make you excited about what's coming up, because it's quite a transition, that end of the formal schooling and then the launch into let's say the work world or whatever it is. It can be quite daunting because it's so different from each other, right? But your angels they're cheering and they're celebrating. They're saying like, "Wow, this is the greatest time ever. This is amazing. You've gotten to here and you've worked hard, and now there's a work of a different kind to be done." Right? It might still be hard work, but you're going to enjoy it and you'll understand where, like, how much importance there is to doing this. So this is awesome. So for some of you, okay, they're just showing me a totally different thing. So for some of you, the ending of this cycle and the studying were very informal things. So you've been studying from a distance or from an observational standpoint, not necessarily a formal course of study. Either way, it's your life, it's the people around you, it's everything you've been experiencing. This cycle is finishing, and there's a new cycle ready to begin. And so it's all kind of in the same flavor, right? To be really appreciative of yourself and how much you've learned and how your studying has paid off, and it will continue to pay off as you study more, right? Some of you, the new cycle just beginning is the starting of the studying, starting of the maybe the continued education. And maybe you're going back to school, maybe you're entering college or university or something like that. And so that is your new cycle beginning. It feels amazing. It just feels amazing. It feels like a little scary, a little bit of trepidation, hesitancy, but at the same time, that excitement on the inside about, oh my gosh, things are going to change. It's going to get better. Can hardly wait, So there's all of that mixed in there. It's just that anticipation, I think, is the best word for it, but really, really excited anticipation. Yeah, so that's awesome. And so your angels want you to know that your children, if you have any, your friends, this is saying children, but really it's your family. Everybody is protected. Everybody's protected, and everything is happening in divine timing. So if there are things happening to other people and, kind of on the fringes maybe to you, please be assured that everything is fine, everything is working out. It will work out. It may feel very difficult for a little while, but everything is working exactly how it should. Everyone is protected. Yes, beautiful. And here is some amazing, amazing healing. So we've got the healing card here, and we have Archangel Raphael, who is the angel of healing. So for many of you, this is a physical, an ailment, a disease, an illness, whatever, that you are now healing from. And Archangel Raphael is with you, and he wants you to know that you just have to ask him. Even if you forget his name, just ask for the angel of healing, and he comes. He doesn't hold any ego in that way. He doesn't stop just because you've forgotten his name. And so he brings this amazing healing to you and more opportunities for you to heal. He may bring to you different practitioners to bring the healing. Could be energy healing, could be hands-on healing, could be doctors, could be surgeons, could be, it's the experts in their fields. He is bringing you to those people, or otherwise making it possible for you to experience the healing. And so please do ask to have Archangel Raphael with you permanently, because then, he will never go away thinking that you're finished with him or whatever, right? So the thing with angels is, the thing with humans is that we have free will. And so that means that the angels are not allowed to intervene on our behalf until we have asked them. We have to give our permission first, right? So even, if you have somebody who who works with angels, or myself, you can always ask me, and you want to ask for assistance from the angels, it's you giving your permission. Now, you can ask directly. You don't need me or anybody else to do that. You ask directly. But a lot of people feel more comfortable, feel more secure if they have somebody else do the asking on their behalf, right? So either is just fine. And so when you ask, then just kind of feel, what do you notice that's different than it was a moment ago? Right? So how is that angel presenting themselves to you? Or, maybe it might feel like there's somebody's arm around your shoulder. It might feel like a little bit of heat right in your heart chakra. Or you might get a visual, of how tall they are, what they're wearing, that kind of thing. So trust all those things and take that now as your sign of how you know that angel is present. And so in that way, you get to know them, you get to know their vibration, what they feel like, what they look like, how they talk to you, however it is that they're communicating with you. And then always when they're there. And so then you just have to ask for whatever it is specifically you're looking for. So for Archangel Raphael, ask specifically, I'm looking for healing from this sunburn, or whatever, right? And then, it may be that the sunburn will heal very, very quickly compared to what it normally would have. It may be that suddenly somebody says, oh, here's this salve that I just made up. It's an all natural thing. It's really great for sunburn. And then now you have that, right? Or, leading you to somebody who will do some Reiki or some other type of energy healing to reduce the burn. Things like that. That's how it works, right? So I am being shown this absolute healing for you. It does depend on you. You do have to ask and you have to receive. So because we have free will, that's how it works. Okay. So let's get one more piece of advice here. There we go. Opportunity to forgive. Yeah. Opportunity to forgive. There is always an opportunity to forgive. Every minute of every day is an opportunity to forgive. So what is it that you've been holding judgment on? What or who? Something in your life you've been sitting in judgment. Truly, anything that involves other people or events or things like that, the only the only true forgiveness required is from you toward yourself. Because anytime you sit in judgment of anything, it's because if you were to have done that same thing, you would not have liked that, right? So forgive yourself for your reaction to that, for the fact that it triggered you. Look back and see, how come that triggers you? Because you know of other people who think that's no big deal, right? And it's flabbergasted you, like, just how can you think that's okay, right? Look within yourself and see, how come that triggered you? What is it about that related to something in your life or your past that made it so that you reacted in that way? And then really go back to that and feel your way through it and allow it to dissolve. Ask your angels to take it away from you. There's a really great technique that I learned from Cindy Smith. And so you cup your hands like this and you use your breath and you blow into your hands. As you're exhaling, you're removing all that trauma and judgment and triggers and all that stuff from wherever you feel it in your body and in your energy field. And you're using your breath to create a whole ball of that icky energy. And when you feel you're finished, you throw it straight up in the air for your angels to catch it. And they simply transmute it. Now it becomes neutral. It no longer exists. And then you sit and you think and you use pen and paper and you write down, what do you want to replace that with? Usually would be something opposite to what you just got rid of, right? And so now you use your breath in the same way and you build a big, beautiful ball of energy. I'm building the energy of forgiveness for myself and others. And you can think specifically of the others. And in that way you continue your breath until you've built this amazing, big, beautiful ball of energetic color swirling. And when you're ready, you put it into whatever chakra you feel is the best place for it. And you accept it and you allow it to flow all the way through your body to fill in those little places where you took the negativity out of. It's a really beautiful technique for releasing the stuff that no longer serves you. So that is your opportunity to forgive. And that is your reading for this week. Thank you so much, Aries, for joining me. I will ask you if you will help me, and let's offer that same spirit of forgiveness to the whole world. To the whole world, in all directions of time. I was recently reminded that we need to be paying attention to all directions of time. And that way the ancestors can also heal. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Aries. I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you next week.